type this up right now.
Thank you.
Remind me again why we're building this instead of buying that cute little place on Cape Charles.
Fog.
You could still commute.
The numbers show Cape Charles is more than twice as likely to be fogged any given day.
That's not a real statistic.
2.2 is the statistic. You want to retire that?
Well, I have heard that people that base their future happiness on weather data are 100% less likely to be fun.
Why do you think that was just hopes at me?
You're not retiring anyway.
Waiting for their turn to go into the World Trade Center area.
Today is to come to rescue those who may be alive. So we have, at this point, well over 1,000 people confirmed dead. The 300 that are missing that he talked about, 800 at the Pentagon, 266 who were on those airplanes today, passengers, crews. We're now up to about 1,300, and it is expected to go much higher. 2,400 people altogether were killed in Pearl Harbor. They were military personnel for the most part. It was a military attack on military installations. We know who did it. This is a different kind of a war in a new century.
Why, bro? What do you mean, why, bro, darling? Who is this?
Did
Error.
you tell Kennedy?
That I think about it. I'd have to talk to you.
I mean, I know why he asked us. We're one of, 5 or 6 firms with this kind of experience.
If that.
Asbestos, Agent Orange.
Yeah.
Those were hot button cases, too.
Yeah. I'll let you know how the committee hearing goes.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, Ken. I know Teddy appreciates it. Sure. We're one of the best trial lawyers. We need your support on this thing. Yeah. Your people okay? The kids, family?
Yeah. Mike was at his dorm at NYU. He's all right. He was shaken up, but what thing?
A new bill on the floor, the Air Transportation Safety and System Stabilization Act.
Wait, they're bailing out the airlines?
We're like the whole economy.
If the victims of these attacks or their families attempt to sue the airline industry for damages,
and that's when we might as well just hand those terrorists the victory, because we're paralyzed. Deliveries, commuter travel, the whole economy grinding to a halt.
What we're facing is a national emergency.
Lee, Ken, help us come up with another way.
Brass tacks here. You're trying to prevent lawsuits from the victims. That's what they're saying.
That's not what we're saying.
It's called due process.
Limit. We're saying limit civil suits against the airline.
Denying recourse to the people most impacted by these attacks.
Stop grandstanding.
What we're proposing is a treasury fund offering tort-style compensation to the victims.
For their economic losses, something for pain and suffering.
Yes, but coming from us, Congress, not the courts. And in exchange, the claimants promise not to sue.
Corporate bailout.
Christ's sakes, Lee.
Well, you're calling it charity
Yes, government-sponsored charity.
with strings attached. Ken, help me out here. The lawsuit could take decades.
Yes. After it crashes the economy. And the victims might still lose. This is for their own good. And the nation's.
Yeah. How many victims are there?
Well, we don't really know yet. A special master we select will have to negotiate all settlements.
A flat fee would be another option, the same dollar value for every loss of life. But those towers had CEOs and janitors. They won't all say yes to the same number.
And even if they did, anybody want to go on record with what that number is?
Yeah, well, pretty soon somebody's going to have to do the vulgar work of putting numbers on a check.
So, you're saying what? You want to do this job?
Oh, no, I mean, we're discussing it right now. So, look, you're telling me you're not sick about it, watching all this on TV?
Of course I'm sick about it.
Well,
Well, it's just tough stuff, Kenny.
no, I know it is very tough, yeah.
And you're not exactly,
What?
you're not a rabbi or a priest, you're a lawyer.
I know, and that's exactly what these people need right now. There's a process here. You know, I hire a team, I draft an objective formula, and I dispense reasonable payments.
Just like that.
Yeah, it's no different than my previous cases in that regard. Look, this is something I'm good at. This is something I can do to help.
Judge Weinstein told me how you reached a settlement on VES. 10 years of courthouse war. You brought both sides to a motel room, told them they could stay as long as they all wanted, but they couldn't leave
Where's my
until they reached a
shovel?
settlement. Is that really true?
It is. I did let them order room service. You know, Attorney General, people are rational animals. I find if you force them to the table, most behave in a way that makes the most sense.
It's hard to believe you live in Washington.
Well, in politics, conflict sells. I find that what works best is compromise. No one walks away too happy, just happy enough to walk away.
When you walk away today, what outcome makes you happy enough?
I'd like to have the job, John.
No one wants this job.
Well, that narrows down your options.
I suppose it does. Except that you're a Democrat. Teddy's former chief of staff. Did you hope I'd overlook that?
Well, I was hoping you'd see that as a good thing. I mean, you said yourself, this is a hot potato. You know, if you give it to an insider, party man or a friend of the president, then
They'll blame us if it fails.
right. Pick me. It's the opposition's fault. Unless for some reason, by some miracle I pull this off, in which
Don't
case...
we look open-minded, reaching all the way across the aisle to find you? It is felt, and I'm speaking for the White House here, that for the program to succeed in staving off a full-on economic cataclysm, No fewer than 80% of eligible claimants must opt in. That means voluntarily. Choose not to sue.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Congratulations,
Wait,
Special
like,
Master. You got any more surprises for me?
Yeah. I'd like to work for free. Everyone come in here. Camille and I want to thank you for shouldering the firm's day-to-day responsibilities while we devote our time to this pro bono. It's not going to be easy, and we sure welcome all of your help, but if we do our job the way I know we can, well, we just might make a difference. So, thank you, and thank you.
Is this you psyching yourself up or considering a quick escape?
When's the last time I took on something I couldn't handle?
Oh, Brockton track meet, 1961.
I came in second.
And you still remember who beat you?
Phil Leonardo. And I was robbed, by the way.
You don't know how to lose, Kenny.
Yeah, well, this one's, not that kind of case. There's no winning.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Ken, call for you. It's the president. We'll take it here.
Yeah.
Line 1.
Yeah, this is Ken Feinberg.
Please hold for the president.
Oh. Hello, Mr. President.
Ken? This is Ken Feinberg?
Yeah.
Ken, I want to congratulate you on this thing. Yeah, Ashcroft was impressed.
Well.
Listen, you're taking the heat on this, okay? Now, I would not wish this job on my worst enemy. They tell me you're the type of guy that takes no prisoners.
Well.
I'm kidding you, Counselor. I'm kidding. I like to josh. Just carry on?
No, sir. No, sir. I'm still here.
No, there
I'm
you
still
go. Okay,
here.
good.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you very much. And look, you won't regret this.
Sure hope not.
Okay.
Morning.
I assume you've all met, but this is Priya Kundi. Priya graduated first in my class last year at Georgetown. After she passed the bar, I offered her a place here, but she very politely turned me down for a big fancy company down on Wall Street. Their main office was on the 98th floor of the North Tower. So we're very lucky to have her.
Do you all have copies of the statute, HR 2926, the Airline Transportation Safety and System Stabilization Act? Okay, who's read it? Great.
Should it take you long? Not really. You want to know why? Because it's short.
Yeah, and that, and there's no law in this law. What it says is the victims and their families will be compensated based on economic value lost.
What that means, they left up to the special master, us. It's up to us to write the rules. Ken and I have done it before in other cases, and it is always messy, so get ready for it. Like who's eligible, who gets how much, where we draw the line. Where do we start?
%80 grant.
That's our target from the DOJ.
If we don't hit that number, the plan won't work.
Any fewer claimants come aboard, the lawsuits that result could crater the economy. So we're told.
No pressure, people.
Now, for every claimant, we'll need to calculate a dollar value for the human loss, whether it's loss of limb or loss of life. Most of the people who died that day were providers for their families. We can't bring them back, but we can help their loved ones pay their bills.
Now you people understand we're not going to be able to haggle every case subjectively. That's where the math comes in. So we're going to need a rubric.
These are the latest actuarial tables from the top casualty and life insurance companies, and we'll use these numbers as a basis.
Yeah, you guys study up on these and help Camille come up with a proposal.
Okay, so West Street, South Ferry, Lower Broadway, and Canal Street.
Okay, here's one. What if there are multiple dependents? How do we decide who gets the money?
Where there's a will, we follow it.
And where there isn't one?
We follow state law.
And the state they died in or the state they came from?
The state of residence.
What about domestic partners? What do we do about them?
Well, let's talk about the deadline. The statute gives us 2 years and a month from today. That's December 22nd, 2003.
That feels short.
Well, not for families in grief.
We could file for an extension.
Don't you dare. No. If we extend it, they'll hand and they won't act. Deadline is our friend here. Okay. What are we forgetting?
Their names. So far, we have a dozen lists, but nothing comprehensive. Flight manifests and the Pentagon, those are the easy ones. NYPD and FDNY, they have lists, and the big companies like Cantor Fitzgerald are putting some lists together. But as for the records of who passed through the doors that day,
They're all gone.
we don't even know how many names we're looking for.
Day 6 of trying to grow my channel by going live. Well done. Well done. keep on going. I try to come here every day, but it's not easy when you work full time and you're a full time mom.
This one is raw. Those aren't lawyers out there.
Good. I can't stand lawyers.
YouTube keep asking me to ask you to give me names of food that smell better than it tastes. Do you have any idea?
Good luck.
Food that smells better than it tastes.
Good afternoon. Thank you for coming. As you may know, I am Kenneth Feinberg. I am the special master of the September 11th Victim Compensation Fund. I would like today to tell you, I'd like to tell you how the 9/11 Fund will work. You've all been given copies of this, the presumptive claims formula, and quite soon we'll be sending this along to Congress for a comment period. Upon approval, there will be no further changes. Mr. Feinberg.
I got a question for you.
I'm sorry.
I got a question for you.
If you could hold your questions till after my remarks. Now, I'd ask you to refer to the table at the top of page 2. So as you can see, the formula is actually fairly streamlined.
Why do we need one?
Please, just hold your
Why do we need a
question.
formula? Why isn't it equal payment for everybody? My daughter's life is worth just as much as anybody in a corner office.
Unfortunately, that aspect of the law has been out of our control.
My boy was a firefighter. Was he worth less than the guy pushing pencils and trading stock?
Certainly not as a human being, no.
Their lives ended the same way.
But their mortgages did differ.
How dare you?
Oh my God.
Hi.
Have they, has it started already?
They're just starting. You're fine.
Okay.
Would you like a claims form?
No, I have my own. I printed it off the web. And there's a typo on page 3 that you should know about. And also, there are, I should sign in here.
Yes, please.
And there are more issues that need to be addressed. They're substantive, okay, and they need to be addressed.
Okay.
I mean, look, legal professional, I know basic law is Congress mandated that I calculate the economic value. Economical. Please. I understand how to.
Understand?
Please. What I need is a simple.
Who did you lose?
No, listen, as a legal professional, I will tell you, you've been years in court, you might win, you might not. This is fast money and it's tax-free. Put your thinking caps on, this is the only game in town.
You think this is a game?
I'm sorry.
Who do you think you are? We lost brothers. Now they said some Jew lawyer down here. I wish we could spit on your grave the way you spit on ours.
Please.
Wait. This man, he did not cause our situation. He's here to tell us how the government intends to deal with it. And I, for one, would just like to hear him out.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I was, look, it's not, this meeting is it's purely introductory. That's it. Any questions you have that aren't answered in the pamphlet, well, I will make my staff available for private hearings every business day between now and the filing deadline.
What do you think? Maybe poor choice of words here and there.
Here and there.
Camille?
Yeah.
What do we think?
Yeah.
Mr. Feinberg?
How are we on time?
Mr. Feinberg, give me a minute, please. Frank, I'm sorry to bother you.
No, not at all, not at all. I can find her. What happened there? Did you break that? My son Andy broke his last year, rugby injury.
South Tower.
Geez, thank you for your courage.
My brother, too, Nicholas. Same line of company.
Ah, is he here? Well, gosh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I lost track of him after the first one fell, and the captain says he went back into help.
Well, that takes a hero.
Yeah, except there wasn't any use. I mean, the engineers. They knew the second one was coming down. They told PD to call out evacs, but our radios, they're garbage. They hardly even work in high-rise buildings, if you believe that, in New York City. Look, we've been filing the same damn reports for years, and you can guess what they tell us to shove them.
Yeah.
That's why things went so sideways like they did. Negligence, top-down, cheap fucking... Sorry. When you file your report, whatever it is that you do at the end of this, I want Nikki's story in it to make sure that they change things so that it don't ever happen this way again. Can you do that? Well, can you promise me?
We can certainly look
And
into it.
not just talk. I want it to change. That's why I'm here. Why I'm still here.
I understand.
Believe that.
Can you hold? Camille, can you come over here? Frank, this is Camille Byros. She's my deputy administrator. And if you talk to her, she can explain the whole process.
I don't need to hear anything else. I need you to give me a word on this thing, Mr. Feinberg. Ken, that me and my wife, Nikki's widow, our whole family, we'll sign up for your fund, no problem.
Yeah. Well, we're certainly going to take a look at it.
Website at the bottom, first meeting tomorrow. There you go, folks. First meeting tomorrow, if you'd like to attend, first meeting, would you like something? There. First meeting is tomorrow, if you'd like. So fix the fund, here we are. Take a few of these, hand them out.
We need to talk about this.
Yeah, no, website on the bottom, okay?
Hello. Oh, hi, how are you? Hey, I want to thank you for your help back there.
Oh,
I gotta tell you, I was
there's a website at the bottom there. First meeting is tomorrow.
a little worried when you stood up. I'm glad you did.
Well, I believe in civility, Mr. Feinberg. Yeah, Charles Wolf, and you'll be seeing a lot of me.
Oh, good to know. And it's Ken.
I think you're gonna find that I'm one of your harshest critics.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, my wife died that day, and everything about this formula offends me. Here you go. Take one of those, please, and I'll give you one too. I've set up a page on the World Wide Web. Our website's right there at the bottom. It's called Fix the Fund. And here you go, Fix the Fund. There you go, there's two there. And if you'd like to visit it and like to come to our meeting, we have the first meeting tomorrow. Here you go, take that, please. And I'd love it if you would attend. Also, I have this for you. This is something, and there are a number of notes and corrections and things, and I think it's very important that you address those. Here you are. Take these, folks. Take a look at the website on the bottom. Thank you. There's a couple of them there for you, dear.
Nice.
Right, okay, all right. Fix the fund.
We're not gonna rewrite the formula.
They don't trust us, Ken.
They don't understand this is for their own good. The airlines would bury them in litigation until they had nothing left.
You think I don't know that? This is different. Didn't you feel it in there? There are other cases like this, Agent Orange, asbestos, those were settled after years in court. People had moved on. These people aren't there yet.
Camille, they're emotional right now. They need to be objective too.
Oh.
Hey, just for you, Feinberg.
got in last night. O'Leary Gottlieb helped us out with the immigration status in the INS, so we'll use their conference room. Coming? Sorry, just small spaces these days. Thanks. I'll be fine. I know you've been informed, but I want to reassure you that your citizenship or your immigration status will have absolutely no effect on our process here today. Everything you tell us will be kept strictly confidential.
Sé que ya les informaron, pero quisiera volver a recordarles que su estatus migratorio o su ciudadanía no tendrá ningún efecto el día de hoy. Cualquier cosa que nos quieran contar será estrictamente confidencial.
We're all looking at your tables and not liking what we're seeing. You're only factoring in yearly compensation. What about commissions, bonuses? We represent some high-worth individuals.
And that kind of income comes and goes. There's no guarantees with that. That's why we stick to the salary.
That's unacceptable. Come on, Ken.
You'll also have to strike this rule deducting life insurance.
This is not a negotiation.
Why should our clients' families be penalized for planning well?
Come on. No one's being penalized.
Thank you, Lee.
We're just being paid off to keep our clients out of court.
Well, that's an oversimplification.
That's the purpose of the fund, Ken. I was in the room too. Remember?
I do want to point out that the law requires we base awards on income, but we've decided on a floor payout for all lost lives of $200,000.
Quiero recalcar que la ley requiere que la indemnización sea a base de los ingresos. Sin embargo, nosotros hemos decidido en un pago base por todas las vidas perdidas de $200,000.
¿Eso es para compartirlo aquí entre los demás o solo para las familias aquí presentes?
Now, mind you, that's just a minimum.
Is that split between more people or just the families here?
No, it's not a split at all. It's per decedent.
No se divide para nada, es por difunto.
This is a report by an economist, a distinguished one, predicting future compensation growth rates for our clients. We suggest you use those numbers as a baseline. We're here as friends, Ken. Your formula may be enough for waitresses at Windows on the World, but our clients expect a little more. And if they can't get it from the fund, they'll seek that remuneration elsewhere.
That bad?
Pack of wolves, hope for blood. Yes.
Grateful?
They're all here to meet with the staff.
Yeah, Pri and the others are helping out. I'm meeting with as many as I can myself.
Good, very good.
Most would rather meet with you, you know. They lost loved ones that are gone forever, and nothing you do will fill that void. You'll feel cold and cruel at times because you can't make them happy. But
Cold? Cool.
that's the job.
I did.
Just try to remember why you're doing it.
I said it was really nice.
I hope
Just
this is all right.
get some
The
rest. You're
stenographer will be
tired.
here just to keep a record of our conversation.
Sure.
Why don't you tell me about your loved one, Anne Marie?
Page 14, part 2K, it talks about supporting documents I should enclose, the financial stuff. So I dug up all his files here. What I could find. Honestly, I don't know where to start.
Let's see if we can make sense of it.
I asked her if she was suffering from any medical disabilities, you know, what does that mean? If she was, you're gonna cut the amount of money you pay.
Well, not necessarily.
Bullshit. I said, "Well, this is like going to an insurance company. You gotta watch your back with every goddamn thing you say with them, and it's the same thing here.
My kids need money for the both of us. They won't have anybody left. There's no way to cut me a check before the official deadline?
That morning she was scheduled for a different flight, but another girl called in sick, and so it was my sister. And she's the one who called the tower on the radio. Air traffic control. They played for me. She must have been so scared. She sounds so calm.
So the elevators came and everybody piled on,
It's actually a national fabric.
but there wasn't enough
Pardon?
room, and so Greg said, "That's okay, everyone.
Fatima.
Go ahead."
What?
Okay, go on.
And there were two other women who weren't ready, and so he said, "I'll wait with them." And so everyone else got out, and another elevator never came. And I know that part of the story because he called me when they were trapped there to say that he loved me and the children. He said, told me that he was trapped and he was having difficulty breathing, and I could hear the women screaming in the background that they didn't want to die. And just then he heard an announcement. I heard it too. They were announcing on the loudspeakers, "Please evacuate the building." He always had a sense of humor, and while he was talking to me, he actually started to laugh. He was joking to me, saying that, "I think I know I have to get out of the building." And he was laughing so hard until he said, "I have to go now because I can't talk anymore because I'm having trouble with air."
I know I'm not officially his next of kin. We never made it to Vermont. And Tom's parents don't, well, they're a pretty traditional military family. They pretend I don't exist. But I'm the one he called. Before the end. Not them. Machine picked up. I wasn't home.
I'm so sorry.
I know the rules. State law says we were nothing to each other. But I'd like you to hear his voice.
Hi, hon. By now, I guess you've heard about the mass in New York. Well, a plane just hit here, too. It's on the western side of the building. It went right through the A&D.
Okay, would you turn that off,
I don't
please?
know if they're showing on the news.
That's enough.
I love you.
That's enough. I hope, honestly.
He was a civilian contractor at the Pentagon. They were going to have a civil union, but Tom's parents, they won't even take Grant's calls.
And what did you tell him?
I told him that Virginia state law has no protection for same-sex couples, and our rules are tied to state law.
Well, that's it then. Our hands are tied. We can't insert ourselves.
Why can't we make exceptions?
there are others. Last week, a widow came in with cancer. She needs more than we can give her by the rules, and she needs it expedited.
Can't cherry pick one case over another. We can't write new rules for every claim. I know this is personal to you.
You weren't in those rooms. Okay, you didn't listen to them.
We're not therapists. Am I right? It's not our job. It's not like I don't care. Of course I care. How could you not care? That's why we're here. But I need to stay impartial for this to work. We set rules for a reason. We set deadlines for a reason. That's the job. I mean, oh, go on, tell her.
Yes. He thinks I'm taking it too personally.
Come on, that is out of line.
No. He's right. It is personal for me. If I can't be objective, then maybe I shouldn't be here. I think I just need some air.
Hey, see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Gloria, call the restaurant and see if Dee Dee and the kids are still eating dinner, would you, please?
They called an hour ago, sir. The kids are trained to catch, but they said to tell you both that they understand.
Oh. All right.
Is there a problem, Gloria? Oh, Mr. Donato, right?
Yeah, we had an appointment, but we hit traffic, so we're late.
There's no one here. The whole staff is gone.
Oh, well, I'll take this one. Come on, Lila.
Not me. Damn it.
So, Frank told me about your husband. Yeah.
Yeah, Frank thinks this is a scam. That it's like blood money to cover up mistakes.
Well, at least you're open-minded.
I just think that the boys might want their dad's story told in your report. If that's a thing.
Sure.
Are you gonna take notes or something?
Right. Actually, our stenographer will hold you at home for the day.
Oh. Can't you type?
Why don't we start with your name?
Karen Donato. My husband, Nicholas Donato, was a New York City firefighter. Ladder of 179 out of Staten Island.
Yeah. Tell me more about him.
Do you have like a list of questions you could ask me, maybe?
Well, actually, I don't usually do this part myself.
Yeah, it's harder than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I understand. Well, if you're uncomfortable,
This man has been of 8 years, and I can't even think of anything to say about him.
Well, he must have been a good dad.
Yeah. Oh God, he was a great dad. He would come home every night after work. He'd throw the ball with Nicky Jr. He would read Patty a book. He didn't even mind when Tyler made number 2. He said he liked changing things up.
That's a hero.
Yeah. He was my whole world. Can I have a tissue, please?
Yeah. Here we go.
Thank you. You know, everybody keeps telling me to move on. I don't know how to do that. I'm never gonna get over him.
Well, it's still very soon.
No, never. I'm really sorry.
No. That's all right. Look, I just want you to know there's no pressure to sign on to the fund today. And your status as a single mother.
No, I'm not gonna take any money.
Not now, no. But
No, there's no money in the world that's good enough for Nick.
I didn't mean.
You know, I had him in my life. We had so many dreams and plans. And things we were gonna do. And it was just gone. It was gone. He didn't even eat breakfast. He was and now you're trying to give me money. Frank wants me to make a stink. There's lawyers calling me and telling me to sue everybody, and the phone just won't stop ringing. But it's never the phone call that I want. It's never the call saying that they found his body, that they're gonna bring him home. And no offense, I just want you. I want all of you to please stop calling me. Please leave me alone. I'm sorry I wasted your time. Kenny?
Met a widow today. 3 kids. You were mad.
No.
I didn't know what to say.
Sometimes there isn't.
This is not the preferred option of the President of the United States or any member of this body. This is the last option. We can make the case that it is obvious that Saddam Hussein continues this buildup of weapons of mass destruction and his desire and effort to even up to and including nuclear weapons.
We're starting to feel an enemy in our midst.
Priya Kundi.
Yes, I remember. Did Mr. Feinberg send you here to spy on us or to listen?
Actually, he doesn't know I came.
Ah. Well, it's easier for him if we just remain numbers, right? More manageable.
He's right. It is.
I understand. Yeah, yeah. Well, you came.
Yeah, I've been following your blog.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife, Catherine, she had a job at Callan McCallan.
Yes, yeah. That was her dream job.
It would have been mine too. Yeah. It was gonna start that week.
Oh, my. Well, I'm glad that. So can I ask you then? What would your life be worth on your boss's spreadsheet?
I'm not married, so less than Catherine's.
And do you think that's fair?
No,
But your boss does.
he doesn't think fair exists.
Do you?
Honestly, I don't know. But I did come here to listen.
This is the latest, huh? You're sure this is the latest? These totals are accurate.
Technically, we rounded up.
It's all right. It's okay. We're still 12 months out. That's an eternity. It's like I say, people will wait for a deadline. They're just avoiding it for now.
They're not avoiding it. They're just avoiding us. I mean, look at this.
Oh, yeah. That's the fun. I remember. Yeah, this is my pal. This is my buddy from the town hall.
His webpage is receiving more than twice the visits ours does every day. He's got a mailing list of almost 7,000 names.
So's the phone book.
I went to see him.
I told her it was okay to go.
He's a leader.
He's a gadfly.
He's earning people's trust. Every income level, first responders. That's what we should be doing. If he says so, all of them will say.
What's he asking for?
You should ask him yourself.
Joe.
Mr. Feinberg.
I'm sorry they left you in here with the music running.
Oh.
Soothes the soul.
Yeah. Yeah, this was the Lincoln Center cast, if I'm not mistaken. Bartley was otherworldly.
Wow. You're an opera fan. I was on the board that year.
My wife, Catherine, she sang soprano in an amateur touring choir. I sang tenor, that's how we met.
Well, she must have had a lovely voice.
Yep. Would that help her fit into your formula? Do you read my website?
I will confess I don't, because I'm not a computer guy. My staff handles all that, and they tell me you're a very reasonable man, and as I understand it, you've taken on somewhat of a leadership role amongst the people that we serve. Nice. Good. Why don't we talk?
That's why I'm here.
Tell me what you want, because we could make some adjustments. We could, raise the baselines.
So you think this is about the money?
Of course, yeah.
That it's greed?
No. Not greed. Money, yes. Greed, no. Money puts food on people's tables and it puts roofs over people's heads. There's nothing dirty or demeaning about it, but let's not pretend like it doesn't matter. It does. It helps people move on.
Who?
What do you mean, who?
Do you know any of our names?
met any of us yourself?
As a matter of fact, I have. Yeah.
Ah. And what were they worth?
Well, now you're talking about numbers and pretending.
Throw it out.
Throw what out? Throw what out?
Throw out your formula.
I can't. I can't. We need to have something rational.
I got it. I understand. I got it. But my wife is not a statistic.
No, certainly not. But we do have to go by a set of rules.
Okay. Will your rules help Graham Morris? Graham Morris. His partner died 2 weeks before their civil ceremony. But your fund would give his full claim to his parents, who condemned his lifestyle.
I recall it.
They were estranged, completely estranged, Mr. Feinberg. Is that fair?
Well, we're just the administrators on that.
All right, well, let's go to the section of your rules that limits injuries to only those that occurred right away. Because we have cleanup workers who come into our meetings and they have polyps from asbestos. They were on that site for weeks, breathing in that crap. But according to your rules, unless they got to that site within 3 days of the attack.
That's because we have to draw the line somewhere. If we award every worker who was injured on that site, I mean, where does it end? You understand?
I don't know. You tell me. That's up to you. The law gives you broad discretion as special master, does it not?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And responsibilities to the taxpayers, to objectivity. I can't bend the rules for every case that doesn't fit the mold.
Why not? Congress did. You know they did. When the law said that we could sue 2 airlines out of business, Congress rewrote that law like that in a day. Why? Because the big corporations asked them to. But when 7,000 citizens come to you and they ask you for respect, and they ask you not to be treated like some numbers on a spreadsheet, you act like that law came down from Sinai. Please, Mr. Feinberg, don't tell me you can't give us what we want. Just tell us that we are not the top priority. Admit that. To yourself.
Hello?
Kenneth Feinberg?
Yeah, come here. Hello?
Yeah, hi, is this Kenneth Feinberg?
Yes, who's this?
Martin Cuthbert, sir. We haven't met. I represent a claimant to your fund.
This is a private line. Fund matters should go through my office.
Right, the office, yes. I spoke to someone at the office who said you took the meeting on this case yourself. It's a young woman by the name of Karen Donato, widow of Nicholas.
Yes, we spoke.
He was a fireman with 3 sons, aged 8, 6, and 4.
Yeah.
Look,
What's this about?
well, it's an unusual scenario, you see. Look, I don't mean to cause you any trouble, Mr. Feinberg.
Ken, no, go ahead, I'm used to it.
All right, well, Ken, you see, my client, Melanie Bale, was Mr. Donato's mistress.
I'm not sure I heard correctly.
You heard correct. Melanie Bale and Nick Donato have 2 daughters of their own, ages 1, 3 at the time of the attack. I have DNA results to prove paternity. My secretary can fax them over to your office. Mr. Feinberg.
Yes. All right, well, I'm looking forward to going over the paper.
Like I said, I'm not trying to make trouble here. I just want you to know that when you cut that check for Mr. Donato's life, it needs to go to 5 children instead of 3. I look forward to hearing from you soon.
So your office said that you had some questions about Nick.
Yeah, really, it's more just of a record-keeping thing.
Because I already told you that we don't want the money.
Of course, yeah. Oh,
No. Okay, this is just for show. The real one was at City Hall before I was, as big as a circus tent. I told him that I didn't need anything all grand and fancy just to prove that he loved me. But, he worked doubles for a whole year. He wouldn't take a nickel from my family or anybody just so we could have that picture on the wall. He was like that.
And that, I'm assuming, Nikki Jr. there.
Oh, no. That was a girl. We lost her. She was a preemie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Eden. Most dads don't want little girls, but Nikki always did. Hey, you didn't need to come. Sorry, excuse me. You didn't have to come.
I got the syrup for the kids.
Thank you. Hey! I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Hi, Frank. I just wanted to discuss Nick's claim.
I already told you when I make him one.
Yeah, I know, of course, but I just, just in case you care, decide. Here, let me kind of show you something. I'm going to show you this number here. That's just, that's a presumptive calculation. That means it's...
I know what it means, to presume.
You and Nick were very close.
Yeah. He's my kid brother.
So I have to assume you would know if there was something that Nick wouldn't necessarily want Karen to know.
My brother's a family man.
Of course.
Well, that's signing nothing.
Frank, this is money for those boys. It's tax-free. It's not every day they come.
Keep the hype because of people like you holding the purse strings. Now you think you could come here and make it right by tossing money on his grave? Get out of his house.
This is Tom Jr. Don't you think he looks older?
Tom Jr. is the one not in uniform. He was a civilian contractor. His brother Dave, he joined to fight for him.
It's very brave. They were only 11 months apart, like two peas in a pod growing up.
I had a chance to meet Tom's partner, Graham Morris.
The gold digger.
What my husband means to say is that man is a liar.
He and Tom were living together. He said that they had plans to.
They were roommates. Tom had girlfriends. He would. Mrs. Viros, this boy had a long history of being infatuated with our son. He tried to get his hooks in him, but Tom didn't. We knew our son.
These guys just crawl out of the woodwork. I'm sure your office sees a lot of those.
I didn't get that sense from him.
Isn't that always the way?
Rumor has it that your numbers are a little stagnant.
Still plenty of time.
Well, you had plenty of time, and we've signed, what, 900? It's not enough, Ken. You know, I sat down with your friend, Charles Wolf.
Wolf? Well, good luck with him. He's fighting for the left behind, by the way. He's not trying to help the rich get richer.
See, it's that kind of accusation that has people calling you insensitive. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I emphasized our common ground. A rising tide lifts all boats. I think I'm mixing a metaphor there. But the point is, if his supporters join our cause, we have enough participants to certify a suit. Well, we'll go on here.
Are you threatening a class action?
No, I'm offering to help you out here.
Bullshit. You can afford to roll the dice to win or lose a case over the course of 15 years. Most of those people cannot.
Well, with all due respect, you haven't met these people. Your staff has, and I got news for you. They hate your guts.
Maybe they do, maybe they don't.
What I'm offering them is a choice, and I'm here as a friend to give you the same. Raise the ceiling on the top awards, and I'll deliver everybody to your fund, wrapped in a bow. Let's win this together, Ken.
This isn't the latest number, is it, Ken? 15%? John, we still have 4 months till statutory deadline, but I'm gone.
Oh, I know. Confident.
Companies are getting nervous, Ken.
John, I didn't know we were having a meeting with the airline lobby.
I'm just here to listen.
We're told Lee Quinn is planning to bring suit, unless you give more money at the top.
Look, Quinn is not the issue. You really want to change the law to help people? There are plenty of emergency workers, firemen, inhale toxic chemicals, didn't get sick till months later. This law doesn't cover them.
No, that would be unproductive. If you change rules now, this bill gets kicked back to the Congress for a comment period.
Have you ever experienced a comment period, Ken? No. They've been on their soapboxes 10 months after the whole statute's kaput. The whole economy's in the toilet. Nobody gets anything, including re-elected. So, yeah. No.
Quinn only cares about the people at the top because that's where he gets his paycheck.
His lawsuit is a problem for us.
Look, I work for the taxpayers.
We pay our share of taxes too.
Yeah, but you don't have to look the victims in the eye.
As the special master, you have broad discretionary power, even within your formula. All we're asking is you use it here to make Quinn happy so he goes away.
Like I said, Ken, neutral party. You have DOJ support. Whatever you decide.
Right, that's it for today. I have my little dolls done. I've decided I'm just gonna make them into pins. These are button covers, but the rest will be pins. These are button covers.
I lost the map. I lost my wits. I lost my way. I lost my tongue.
And the rest I'll make them into pins. Thank you so much for being here today and for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.